the poisonous reaction that you get when you do things for Palestine is, I do find it unsettling. So, I mean, what I try and do is talk about the subject with a kind of lightness of touch, you know.
Russia, she lost an eye in March 1988 when she was hit by a rubber bullet shot by an Israeli soldier.
The reason that I was involved in the Palestinian movement is because when I first moved down to London, I lived with a friend of mine in Liverpool, a Palestinian electronics engineer called Abdullah.
At the time, Russia was standing on the balcony of her grandmother's house in Al-Bire, near Ramallah. Then 2 children, both 9 months old, lost an eye in the same way.
Wasim went back to Beirut in 1982 and was actually in Sabra and Shatila, the refugee camps, when they were surrounded by the Israeli army. Then the Allies and the Christian Phalange went through the camps and massacred, thousands of people.
This week, a human rights organisation reported that 12 Palestinians in East Jerusalem, including 7 children, lost vision in one of their eyes after being shot by these Israeli sponge bullets.
A group of friends who managed to get Wasim back to the UK for medical treatment for an injury he'd got on a roundabout just outside Warrington. Which was a terrible driver.
This poem was from the diary of a 4-year-old, and it's been translated by Hanan Ashwari. So I feel very, very honoured to read this poem.
I took Wasim to the pub, and this was a man that was deeply traumatised. I asked him what he wanted to drink. He was a Christian. And he mentioned this drink, and I asked him why. And he said all the time we were in Sabra and Shatila, we had no water, we had no food, we had no ammunition, but we always had Bailey's Irish cream. I then do this kind of thing about the Bailey's Irish cream rep, kind of parking the Cortina estate on the Syrian border.
Tomorrow, the bandages will come off. I wonder, will I see half an orange, half an apple, half my mother's face with my one remaining eye? I didn't see the bullet, but I felt its pain exploding in my head. It
draws that parallel between South Africa, which is very, all throughout, apart from anything else, all throughout apartheid, South Africa's #1 trading partner was Israel. Israel was very complicit in apartheid, but it raises that comparison between Israel and South Africa. That's a very powerful and clear message, really, and that's one of the reasons I support the boycott, just because of that, really.
The soldier with the big gun, unsteady hands, and a look in his eye, I could not understand. If I could see him so clearly with my eyes closed, it could be that inside our heads we each have one spare set of eyes to make up for the ones we lose.
How important is it that you are Jewish in what you do?
For me, I think it's really important. I think because there's, apart from anything else, it gives you a kind of license to say, well, I can't be anti-Semitic, I'm Jewish. It's about saying to Palestinian people, that there are Jewish people, Jewish entertainers that aren't cowed by the kind of Zionist machine,
I hear a 9-month-old baby has also lost an eye. And I wonder if my soldier shot her too. A soldier looking for little girls who look him in the eye. I'm old enough, almost 4. I've seen enough of life, but she's just a baby.
If you put your head above the parapet, you're going to get inundated with the most poisonous and horrible kind of, trolling from Zionists.
Oh, rascal children of Gaza, you who constantly disturbed me with your screams under my window. You who filled every morning with rush and chaos.
You look at somebody like Annie Lennox, who was just genuine, as a genuine person, was horrified by the assault on Gaza, and then I think that she was so inundated with kind of vile pressure and threats and stuff that she kind of backed down, really.
You who broke my vase and stole the lonely flower on my balcony.
There's a concerted and sustained and well-financed campaign to stop people speaking out about Palestine. That's not being paranoid, that's just a fact.
Come back. Scream as much as you like. Break all the vases. Steal all the flowers. Come back. just come back.
And so in a way, you got to those artists that do take a stand. You know, you got to really admire them in a way. It's just a shame. There aren't a few more of us. Really.